Hello there.
Yo.
Welcome to the Book Coven.
Yeah.
Burr.
Cue that music. Damn, I was just going to do that. I was going to go, burr. It's
Winter chilly. Wow. Summer
some,
hot.
Whoosh, sound effects.
Beautiful. That's Lillian.
That's Chelsea.
And we are your witchy gal pal, Book Coven, reading reviews and talking.
Loved it. Yep. Exactly our title.
We do witch stuff and we do book stuff. You're on the podcast, so this is the book stuff.
Yep, book side of the
book
stuff. But
Yeah.
still with witchy elements, of course, always, forever.
Yeah, we like to choose the spooky stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you get that though. You got it. Yeah. And we have an Instagram at the.book.coven, and you can get all the witchy stuff over
It's
there.
very popping over there.
Yeah, need a love spell? Bam. Need a money spell? Bam. Mm-hmm. We got it. We got you.
Tarots.
You on Candid Camera.
Oh, yeah. Merch. All the stuff.
All the fun stuff. And it is December. And that means winter chills. One of the most difficult months.
Spooky. You know, I really like this book. I really like the winter vibe in horror, I've decided.
I do too.
It's just like, market it better.
I know. Some of them aren't even advertised as like a winter read or something. And it's like, okay,
And
I want to read this when
not
it's
a
cold.
fucking snowdrop to be seen on the cover.
I know.
Not a flake, I guess. It's not a drop.
Right.
Nothing.
You'll read them and then, not this book.
Yeah, this one's really,
fine.
this one's got it. That's winter.
I know, he's staring at it like, that's got snow on it. But like, sometimes I've read a book and I'm like, well, this would have been perfect for winter chills.
How are we to know? And the setting is very important in these scenarios. They mention it all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
So you should too.
Good winter cabin.
Yeah.
So the first book in our winter chills is The Sanatorium by Sarah Pearse. I've got a hot synopsis for you.
Here she goes.
Half hidden by forest and overshadowed by threatening peaks, Le Summit has always been a sinister place. Long plagued by troubling rumors, the former abandoned sanatorium has since been renovated into a 5-star minimalist hotel. An imposing, isolated getaway spot high up in the Swiss Alps is the last place Ellen Warner wants to be. But Ellen's taken time off from her job as a detective, so when her estranged brother Isaac and his fiancée Laurie invite her to celebrate their engagement at the hotel, Ellen really has no reason not to accept. Arriving in the midst of a threatening storm, Ellen immediately feels on edge. There's something about the hotel that makes her nervous. And when they wake the following morning to discover Laurie is missing, Ellen must trust her instincts if they hope to find her. With the storm closing off all access to the hotel, the longer Laurie stays missing, the more the remaining guests start to panic. Ellen is under pressure to find Laurie, but no one has realized yet that another woman has gone missing, and she's the only one who could have warned them just how much danger they're all in.
Sucks to be her. That was very misleading, though, because it's not like she just was a staff that wandered off and everyone just forgot about her. She had I'm leaving now for the weekend.
Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah, very.
That's why no one was like, where's Adele gone?
Exactly. So, work on your descriptions.
Adele, poor Adele.
Potions and pairings. We've got a classic, needs to be made annually, the mulled wine.
You know what?
with
You do the mulled
bodacious.
wine. I will always make some kind of eggnog cocktail.
I like
That's
it.
it.
It's a good deal. Okay.
That's wine and it's mulled.
Could use a little more orange, I think. But I like it.
Some sweet. Yeah, but bodacious is a
Bodacious.
solid wine, so yes, ma'am.
I know. So it always just
here
tastes
for it.
good. And it's good warm. I was worried about that.
Mulled wines, I don't know if it's the spices, but it always makes the back of your throat go like, ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Look
at
that
this.
allspice.
Yeah.
Cloves. And Brandon made us a pie.
So excited.
A pecan
I
pie.
love pies. Pies are better than cake. I said what I said.
Wow.
I said what I said.
Them be fighting
I
words.
prefer pies. Thank you very much. Because you can eat so much pie, but you can only have like one slice of cake.
I can eat a whole cake.
Okay.
100%.
One of your like sweet cake. Like
Probably.
Oh my God, I would die.
Give me an afternoon. I'll kill it. I fucking love cake.
That's a sugar load I can't handle.
That's funny. I feel that way about pie. I'm like, I can hardly finish a piece of pie.
The crust cuts into like the sweetie
That's
goo.
true.
I don't know. I just love a damn pie.
Well, I'm excited.
I love fruit.
I want it to be Christmassy. Freaking pecan pie.
Oh, you have to have pecan pie. If you don't like pumpkin pie, it's got to be pecan.
I don't like pumpkin pie.
I like pumpkin. It's a tough call.
It's boring.
What loaded opinions here for desserts?
It's escalated.
We've lost a fan or two today.
What'd you say about pumpkin pie?
Get the fuck out.
So what are your general thoughts on the Sanatorium?
So I had fun. It's not that I didn't like. I liked the book, but there was something that I was like, I don't know about it. And it took me a while. I think it was just like, I guess I didn't think it was slow until the end because the end was insane, and it just felt like too much, and no explanation because it was cool what happened, but like talk it over more. It was just. One problem after another, and then I'm the killer. Now I'm the killer. But wait, I was always the killer.
It's just like, oh my God.
And then there's a surprise. Oh my God. It was, because it was confusing because the rest of the book was pretty slow and like a nice tease of like, when's the suspense gonna hit?
It was a clusterfuck at the end there.
And the characters drove me insane. All of them.
Oh yeah. Every single one of them. Fuck them all.
But I loved, like, the setting, like I said, the hotel abandoned, avalanches is really intense. What an exciting guest stay if you weren't involved in, like, the killing stuff.
Oh, yeah. If you're just there, like, sitting back, drinking wine. Yeah, like, as long as
just by the pool, everyone's screaming, like, there's another body. You're like, wow.
Wow. Pool's empty today.
Just be over
nice
here.
Nice and clear over here.
Can I get my waffle soon? It's been a time.
I was picturing waffles too. Those big Belgian boys.
Oh yeah, if I'm going to a fucking fancy minimalist hotel, I want waffles with ice cream on it, drizzle it with sauce. Give me your dirtiest fucking meal.
Here we
on
go
this
with
menu.
the dessert again.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Yeah, the avalanches were wicked. The snow, awesome. Love a snowy, dark setting of beauty.
Yeah.
So that was great. The pacing at the start I thought was good.
And the investigation in the middle, there was something like
stupid,
weird about it.
She was bad.
She's a terrible detective. I don't know how she got into it and escalated to detective.
No.
Because I deduced more than she did in this book.
So I even wrote down, because I was very, very cheesed by a few choice things she said. Oh, I don't know where I wrote it. It'll come up.
Okay.
It'll come up. She kept, she'd note a glance, but not know what it was. She's like, I think there was a look in their eye. Oh, but it's past. I'm not sure what it was. Over and over and over. Like, what do you mean you don't know what it was? How is this helping the reader?
Yep,
and then she's like, oh, there's something in the air. I can't quite pinpoint it. Turns out later it was the smell of chlorine.
Yeah.
How do you not pinpoint that?
That would have been helpful. Yep.
And it's not like that would have been too much information for the reader.
Because, there's a pool in there. Anyone could be swimming in there.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That just drove me nuts.
We know everything. We know what's in her brain. Sure. We get it. We know why she's doing this.
Hey, that glance. What? What glance?
It was. And the reason for the behind the killings was kind of fucking, like, not... One of the killings, fine, I get it, but like why Adele and Lori were killed, I don't. It kind of contradicts why she was saying that she was killing them. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. And no one was just like, "Are you just dumb though? Are you maybe just not well?
Yeah.
Did you fall somewhere?"
Yeah,
my God,
she definitely fell. She had a bit of a tumble, a rough and tumble. So I'm on the edge of this book, teetering. I'm not,
Yeah, I don't know.
Not strong one.
Like I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I was never like, I don't want to read anymore.
Yeah. It was just like, it's not what I wanted. About halfway, I really wanted it to end like, this is going to be good. And then it just kind of...
And you're like, ooh.
It was like she didn't really know how to end it cleanly.
Felt flustered.
Too much like, I don't know here. Yeah. It was like the end of American Horror Story.
Oh my God. Yes.
And then the end.
You're
Bye.
Like, sure, I guess.
Cool. Yeah. Get it? Okay.
So our genres, we've got mystery, thriller, and suspense. It fit well with all of them.
Oh, yeah.
It was a mystery we were trying to solve the whole time. We never would have solved it, which is a little disappointing because none of that information was ever in the book anywhere. So
I did really love, though, that every day Ellen was like, oh, wow, I was really wrong about this. And then, oh, yep, totally off here. Oh, boy, super off with this one, guys.
And like she let big things go.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, is Isaac burning something? Documents or something? Oh, must be nothing. And she leaves. What? You thought he was the killer for so long, and now you're just like, huh.
Oh, yeah, not just that. She thought Isaac was a killer from childhood.
Yeah.
And that was like, this question's been eating me up forever. Why didn't you ask ever in your police training even? Did you say, hey, something to look into here?
Yep.
Having memories.
Or ask your mom or,
just like, well, this is just, I guess it's something I'll never know. Hi, Isaac, let's go to dinner. And
I'm not scared of you.
I'll just dance around the question really uncomfortably for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. So it was mystery for all of us. I'd say not a good mystery because when you don't leave real clues in the book and it's only red herrings, I don't think that counts as a good mystery, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's more... Yeah, it was more thrilling and suspense. Yeah. The escalation of the crimes was very like
oof. Yeah. So the crimes were great. And the thrill of the crime was great. And the suspense,
when will the cops be here? Ooh, we're alone.
Yes. So she used the setting very well in that sense, which is nice. But it needs a little work on the mystery aspect there.
Yeah. What a bummer to be the people calling the cops and they're like, gosh, I don't know what to tell you.
We just can't get there. Can you put some snowshoes on?
Can you just like make sure no one else dies? Okay. But also like don't do anything because you don't have the authority. Yeah. So, just like keep an eye out.
But also call us like every time you want to sneeze because we need to know.
Yeah, and then we're going to take a few days, get back to you if it's cool or not. But again, keep everyone alive. Make sure with the killer on the loose.
But don't do anything.
Yeah. It's just like, okay. I'm on it.
That was my other issue, was like the authority of doing anything. Would they have even allowed any of that? And like all the technicalities of this book, I'm not sure if anything was actually researched.
No, because I don't think anything that Ellen discovered could be legally admissible in court.
Right.
So even if she cracked it,
it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like, who are you?
Thankfully, all of them like just fucking gave their, what's it called when they say why?
Alibi?
No, their confessions.
Oh, confessions. Oh, yeah.
That one. Yeah, thankfully they all confessed, so it was fine. But if it was like no confirmed killer, everyone would have gotten off. Yeah. Ellen, Miss Detective.
I know. And like all of the stuff about the old patient information and those files being in the archive room and shit. Yeah. That stuff, legally, I looked it up in Switzerland because here it's 7 years. I'm not sure about medical records, but for medical records in Switzerland specifically, they can be destroyed after 10 years of your last time seeing the patient. So chances are everything would have been destroyed. Yeah. And there'd be nothing to look at.
I just got wine right down the wrong tube. And now everything's on fire.
Yep.
But I pulled it.
But it'll get into your system faster and you're already drunk.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, it was just, it's like she woke up one day, like, I'll write a detective story.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Again, like, great lark, great journey. Mm-hmm. Cool stuff. But, this, like, have you not watched, like, Law and Order or any of CSI?
Yeah.
Have you not Googled just crime stuff for shits and giggles?
You need to put some of the... Oh,
Yeah. Illegal every second. Like, this is illegal. No. Can't do that. Oh, definitely can't do that.
Oopsie. Nope. So Ellen's detective work.
Oh my God, Ellen.
Our first wonderful taste of it is them finding Adele. They pull her out. They're like, okay, so she's got this weird fucking mask on her face. She was found at the bottom of a pool.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So suspicious. Some of her fingers are in a box over there. She's like, wow, I wonder what could have happened. There's a sandbag at the bottom of the pool. A sandbag? So that means she was murdered.
Yep.
Excuse me, Ellen?
See,
she put her own fingers in that box.
What could have happened easily is she could have slipped on the icy walkway that they mentioned a few times.
Sure.
Fallen on some kind of pool maintenance device. There goes her fingers because the snow ice encrusted it.
Right into that
sharpness.
box.
Yeah, right in there. Sliced just like two fingers in weird spaces.
With the bracelet. Yeah.
And then the fingers flew into a box that was strewn on the side and accidentally locked in the shuffling. And then she fell into the pool and I don't know, died. It's just like, well, this is it, and then died.
A sandbag? It must be a murder. Fucking
yep. She fell in the pool and at that moment realized, oh my God, I had a sandbag tied on me.
Also,
shit,
wearing a mask.
Yep. Damn it! I didn't want to go in here.
I found it in the basement, and I thought it'd be fun to put it on.
Ellen.
Huh, this mask smells funny, but I can't quite pinpoint it. It's chlorine.
It's a very known smell. Very known
Especially
smell.
Especially when she's been in the pool area the whole time.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Detective work. It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
And like she kept making, like you said, making a point to read people's expression, but like what they were saying, Lucas and Cecile, whatever, they clearly knew more than they were letting on. Right. They clearly, that whole thing, like, oh, I don't know how these tunnels got into they didn't show up on any of these. And Ellen was like, oh, wow, weird. They would have. They would have. He would have seen the body. You obviously have to survey the entire plot of land you're doing. Okay, Ellen.
So at least that was kind of fun, just yelling at her for being a fucking idiot. But oh, man. And then she's got this panic disorder. So she's had so much bad shit happen to her. But she has a panic disorder from her brother dying like 1,000 years ago. Yeah. And then now she's also just out of sorts because of, she was almost murdered. But she barely talks about that. It's all about Sam.
Which is, sure, a terrible moment.
Right. But like, why have you never talked to your mom about it? You never talked to your brother about it? I get it. You might be afraid of your brother after that, for sure. But
I'd still tell my fucking
why didn't you talk to your mom?
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I don't know what happened, but I'm having these weird memories. I think Isaac might have done something.
Yeah. Especially because she says that all throughout their childhood, everyone thought Isaac was too aggressive.
Right.
He had behavioral issues. He was suspicious. He'd manipulate people. Yeah. Gee, what a leap murder would have been.
Think you had all the permission.
At first, I didn't really care much for Will either because he was very like dismissive and pushy.
Yeah,
which I didn't like his energy.
Me neither.
But eventually I was like, you know what, Will, you're onto something because she does not seem to know what's up.
It's true. It's like he knows her better than we do.
You should sit this out, Ellen. Just sip on a fucking cocktail in your room with Will. Work on your relationship.
Yeah. She was a poor character choice when it comes to picking a hero for a novel, Just she was too out of sorts. She had way too many things that were like in her mind. Her mom's death, Sam's death, and the attempted murder. Yeah. And her not being a detective anymore. Like it was all... There were too many things. You only have to pick one.
Yeah.
You just need one. That's it. Did you ever think she was going to crack it?
The case? I mean, I figured, like, she must eventually. Because they wrote the book. It's not just going to end like, and it was always, I'll never know.
I mean, she technically didn't crack it. Though.
Yeah, it was cracked for her, which was, I don't know, I didn't really think much of what she was doing. Just like, all right, Ellen, yep, you fumble into this room without backup. No, don't check any of the corners or
don't tell
spots.
Your boyfriend where you're going.
Don't bring a weapon.
Nope.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good, kid. Yeah.
Who let you be a detective? Is this American detective work? Oh, she's from the UK. Is this UK detective work? Of course, I assume it's the States.
Oh, do they think? I wonder. I lost my thought.
Beautiful. I wonder.
You know what? That's basically Ellen in summation.
Yeah, I wonder.
You know what? No.
She dismissed all of her thoughts, just like, nah, it's nothing.
And she gets so mad at Will for being dismissive, but you're more dismissive
to yourself.
and
yeah.
he's just angry because you're not making sense.
You're being silly.
2 years of, hey, do you want to move in? I don't know. I just,
I don't know. My brother died when I was like 11. I don't think I can move in with you. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know how or why they're together.
No idea.
No chemistry.
How fun, though. So, brother-sister relationships were a big
golly,
theme, which
yeah.
I thought was pretty funny because,
How timely that she stumbled into another brother and sister weird
it
situation.
was interesting that it was themed as such.
It's almost like the universe is like, hey, you got some issues with brothers that you should check into.
Right.
Unless you want to be like this gal and wind up killing someone.
That's why she confronted him about it eventually, right? Because he's like, something's going on with you, blah, 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 blah. But it was about like the bond between them and how the women were just completely okay with covering up stuff for their brothers.
Yeah.
Which is like...
Doesn't make sense to me ever.
Fuck. Like, you guys were willing to cover a lot and to like hold your tongues about it.
Yeah, you lose me at murder. I'm sorry, family.
Well,
Unless it was like a self-defense murder that I know was like self-defense, but it would still like get them in trouble. Then I'd be like, okay.
That was going to be my question. Would you have hid the things that they did for your brother?
No. If he killed my other brother, I would want the answer and punishment. And then with the other body that was found, if a hotel is being made there, I don't think I could sleep knowing there's some dismembering killer out in the fucking mountains in the border of our hotel. Let's have all the guests come.
Yeah. That one is a hell no for me because it's like, we found a body and you're just going to say, let's just hide it?
Yeah.
No. If anything, that helps the selling point of the hotel because it's already a sanatorium. Now it's a haunted sanatorium.
Yeah, you're going to get some shit in there.
Come on.
And you know that's going to come up.
Brownie points.
Even if it's like 30 years later, it comes up.
Yes.
Science is like, you can't get away from science. Science sees.
Science
It'll
rules.
get you.
Yeah, that would have been such a great selling feature.
Yeah. And then you look like, oh, look at, I stopped this because, this murder.
Yep. Oh no, we have to delay the build again. He has a family. Come on. And she was just like, oh, I guess that's okay.
There's so many hotels in the Swiss
but
Alps.
she killed him. Almost forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, but she even said, like, I wanted to confess. I was ready to go to jail for this. I just wanted it out.
Right.
So why did you say, okay,
you?
brother, I will do this for you and then concoct this elaborate 2-year-long murder plan?
Exactly.
Instead of just blowing up his life and saying, I killed this man because of what they did.
Yep.
And stopping the hotel before it was made.
It was not at all believable.
Once again, what rock? Did she hit a rock in a pool slip?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Her fingers in a box over there.
But maybe she was the manic fucking... Who was the psychotic depression girl? Maybe it was this one.
I think that was No.
Yeah, it was Margot.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, you want to talk about delusions. This gal.
Yeah. Oof. Sorry.
Even
Cecile.
Ellen, she tried to be like, but why?
Yeah. I don't get it.
But in typical Ellen fashion, she was like, okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll accept it. Here we are.
And then they just talked it out.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you confessed. It's all good now.
Yeah, Cecile's like, I'll drop this 2-year plan from this childhood trauma and I'll just float here and go to jail. It's cool. You carry on, Ellen.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, Ellen didn't point out, she'd point out, oh, the fingers or the there was a look or there was something in the air. I don't know what it was. It's fleeting. It's gone. Blah. Yeah. But then she'd also point out stuff that was too obvious. Like, obviously, oh, she was murdered.
Yeah.
When that was a thing.
Yeah.
And she kept doing that, like having eureka moments about 10 pages after the reader already knows what's going on.
My favorite was the one almost like more than halfway out of the book where she was like, wait a second. This isn't about the hotel. It's about the sanatorium.
Really?
What are these strange numbers on these weird bracelets?
They're wearing gas masks that you saw in pictures from like when the... What? And patient bracelets, gas masks, ritualistic style killings that seem to resemble some weird medical experiments.
Yeah,
you know?
That has nothing to do with the hotel industry.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, someone really mad that they built the hotel here? Then why put the gas masks and the bracelets? I don't understand.
Oh, sweet Ellen.
And the red herrings. So every single clue in this book was just a red herring. It was supposed to be this like, oh, we're shocking and twisting you, making you think it's someone else. But it made every single person look like the killer, which is very, and then they were none. But then it made everyone except Cecile and Margot the killer.
Yeah.
Which is like...
And then when their reveal was here, it was just like...
I was just confused.
But, okay.
Yeah.
I would, if I was Ellen, and even if it was her threatening me, I would have been like, okay, wait. Pause.
What?
You're telling me you've been the killer. You.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, let me put this together in my head. Okay, you're the killer. Sure. And then Miss How, she had remarkable strength, this killer. How could they haul one person in all these places? And little skinny Margot.
Just because she's tall doesn't mean she's strong.
She can't open a fucking door without just breaking all her nails, apparently.
That's the other thing, the ending. They found the hatch in the floor because of gray nail polish flecks.
Mm-hmm. But she couldn't deduce that the drowning was a murder. But these nail flecks are suspicious.
How do you find them? Yeah. It's on a carpet. It was embedded in the carpet. They're gray. Yep. Why wouldn't you find the hatch? Because, I don't know, the carpet is cut in a square? Or maybe a little piece of it was lifted. Why does it have to be the nail polish flecks?
I do also especially love when she was locked in to the spooky cellar. And she was like, well, I could try to find the other exit. But the killer said it's probably blocked. So she just didn't even stay here, I guess. Wait it out.
And then when she texted her brother to save her, she didn't say, be careful, Isaac's the killer. She didn't say any of that. She's just like, hey, I'm locked in this room. Yep. I'm on my way. What if he came across Isaac? Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going? Yep. And he got murdered. Dead.
How do you know that was even your brother responding?
Exactly.
Didn't. Yep. Nope.
Should have called him.
But, she, you know what? Her guides are just really watching over her.
That's the only reason she's still able to breathe.
They're always just like, oh my God, this idiot. Okay, here, guys, she's going to get murdered again.
Oh, shit. They have the hardest working job.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So, at least the setting was a positive note.
Yeah.
Trauma and memory was a big theme because everyone seemed to have this trauma and like what's remembered, what's not. Obviously, Ellen, it was a little weird because she not only didn't remember what happened with Sam, but she embedded her own memories of being away.
Yeah.
Which, that can happen.
But that was a little unclear also because of Isaac's whole weird, I am a killer at the end, I guess. That was him, right? In the car watching them?
No.
That wasn't Isaac?
No, the guy at the end was a random guy that was just introduced in the epilogue.
That was just a random
just a random man. He's going in book 2, I guess.
Oh, that changes everything. I thought that was Isaac.
No.
And he was saying that he was stalking her and I thought he put that memory.
See, you're right to think that because it was very misplaced. So much had already happened, and now all of a sudden there's this random guy who's saying she didn't recognize me. Oh my!
How do you know that? Where did you just read the Google that? Where does it say it's in a second book?
Oh, Goodreads says this is book 1. Ellen Warner, Detective Book 1.
No.
Yeah. The next one's also Ellen.
Okay, so that's another knock against this book.
The epilogue.
There was nothing to say that wasn't Isaac.
Right, and there's no other person that she interviewed that we should be aware of in the way that it was written, you know what I mean? Like, so
she just happened to come upon another killer who just happened to look at her and be like, oh, I'm going to go after her now.
Why?
Isaac would have, okay, I'm just going to drop this because I can't handle it.
It can't make sense.
No.
You can't make sense of it. Yeah. So.
Okay, yeah, so she did have those memories. I was going to say, what if she never did that and Isaac just told her that that's what she did? And because Ellen's just drops everything, she's like, well, I guess he's right.
Well, I mean, Isaac could be lying, right? But, like...
We'll never know with Ellen.
It's true, we'll never know. She'll just believe whatever you tell her. So, there you go. Yes, Cecile's motive just wasn't strong enough, I think. Like, what was it? So, Daniel, the prior architect, introduced at the beginning. I did really like that beginning. I love when there's a murder right away.
Exciting, yeah.
Excellent. We don't even need to hear from that character ever again. Perfect.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah. But it's because he raped her. Mm-hmm. Her brother saw and did nothing, said nothing. Mm-hmm. And then she
left it forever.
And just harbored rage against her brother. Also Daniel, of course. But they stayed friends and she was mad at him. But she never confronted him.
Yeah, and kept working exclusively with him. Mm-hmm. And then she finds out what happens at the sanatorium. And that just like snaps something in her, I guess. But then like doing it for justice for the women and like, because these men, they never like, they always get away with it.
Yes, but you're killing women.
Yeah. One is a mom, first of all, who obviously took the bribe because she's a mom, a single mom. It's a secure, well-paying job. Mm-hmm. And he's a rich, powerful white man who they get away with a lot. Obviously, you know that, Cecile. So, of course, she's going to take the bribe. And then Lori, like, was engaged, a lot going on there. And Margot was psychotically depressed and was just in a weird breakdown and was taken advantage of and then brutally killed.
But her motive didn't make sense either.
Well, again, she kind of, because she was losing it seems.
Yes, but like your great-great-grandmother was one of these women that was experimented on. Yeah. So you're like, let's kill all these new people who've done nothing.
Yeah, if she just went after Lucas, sure.
And then why did Cecile have to kill Margot?
Yeah, yeah, Margot seemed like she was on board.
Yeah.
She just vaguely said, oh yeah, she didn't want to do it anymore. Okay. But she also said she was ready to go to jail. So if Margot says no and then rats her out, she goes to jail. Weren't you already cool with that?
Right. So why'd you have to kill her?
It just seemed like everyone didn't know why they were doing anything. When they were just like, I guess I'm a murderer. Sure. I'll kill people. Yeah. All right.
So funny. How does this book empower women? Well.
That's a
tough call.
Dilly of a pickle.
I mean, our main characters were all women. That's nice.
Yeah.
Our main detective was a woman. Also nice. Yeah. No one questioned her authority because of her being a woman.
Yeah.
Which was good.
They questioned it because she was a dumbass. Yep. Made terrible calls.
And was technically not a detective anymore.
Which she didn't say to anyone ever.
She was not honest. It was a lesson in standing up for yourself as a woman in the family, because that seemed to be like the brother has the authority even though he's younger. Yeah. Because he's the aggressive one. So it's about like, don't take shit. And about the sanatorium being ousted for experimenting on women. But it was all a messy message.
Yeah. It was like a really vague, like, terrible things happen to women and there's no justice. But like, it just kind of like slipped in at the end.
Yeah.
Just like, don't do this to women.
do it.
Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's some weird subplots, but I do wish the whole sanatorium thing was more prevalent.
Yeah.
Because those experiments, all the stuff that happened to the women, that
That's
seemed really
intense.
cool and interesting, and I would have loved to dive more into that than just the building of the hotel and all that stuff, which is also cool. I like a good building of things.
Sure. Yeah, if like Lucas, maybe he found it and then because he like had that weird insecurity and like superiority complex, he decided to pick up the experiments or something.
Right, yeah.
That could have been cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like
It seemed random.
Yeah.
It was like everything was beside each other and nothing came together.
Yeah.
It was a weird.
Which is perfect because nothing comes together in Ellen's brain.
There you go. Maybe that's why she was their main character. Will you read book 2?
No. Just because of that random dude. Just because of that.
Like what?
How? Just out of the blue. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'm going to kill her now.
Yeah.
Sure. Miss who happens to be a detective who just solved a brutal case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm mad at a lot of things in this book, and that epilogue is one of them. But I probably still will read the second book. I'm kind of curious where she'll probably get better. This was her first book, so there's that. And I'm just wondering if Ellen's going to be smarter about it.
I hope so, Ellen. For your sake, otherwise you're gonna die in this job.
And it sounds like book 2 is also a secluded setting.
Quit.
And I love a good secluded setting. I know, she's got to stop going to these places. I'm pretty sure it's like an island or something.
This killer just lucked out. First of all, he's following her across country.
I know, what?
For unexplained reasons.
Yeah.
But now he's probably sitting there like, wow, we're going to a cabin? Oh my God, Ellen.
So
thank you.
What would be really funny is if book 2 happens, this random man character never in it until the epilogue.
He's been watching her this whole time.
It's the joke that keeps him joking, you know?
Do you know what? If she does that, that could reel me back in. That could be funny. If she leans into the weirdness, the silliness, that could be
like,
funny.
can you please troll your readers? Because I do like that. Grady Hendrix
Come
trolls
off it.
us all the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Love a good trolling. Who did you suspect was the killer?
I thought, I guess, like, I didn't know anyone until Margot. And then after Margot admitted she was the killer, and Lucas was acting real suspicious, I thought it was him. And I clearly knew Cecile was involved once I suspected Lucas. Ellen, I don't know how she missed that. But so I thought he was doing it and Cecile was just like
helping.
Yeah.
Or helping cover it up because she did make it seem like that. Yeah. Like, oh, I just do what my brother tells me to do.
Yep. And then literally at the end of a chapter, she was like, I was raped. And then, yeah, that was moment number 87. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. More backstory I'm going to need.
A little more backstory.
Sure.
So that would have been good coming out like night 2. Everyone's having a little too much wine because they're getting stir crazy and depressed. And amidst all that wine, Cecile blurts it out, I was raped. You know, that would have been like the time to make it available.
No, not just right at the end.
Right at the end. It's so funny. Who did you wish was the killer instead of this weirdness?
I was kind of hoping it would be Will somehow. I don't know how
I started suspecting Will.
I have no idea how it would have been like roped together,
right.
But God, that would have been funny.
I thought, because I started suspecting him because he kept asking Ellen questions.
Yeah, and he kept trying to get her off of it.
That'd be funny. Yeah. And it's like, she's obviously not going to suspect you. You just got here.
Yeah.
And you're her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right? So that'd be hilarious.
Also, who wouldn't, like, there's no mention that he had any connections with the Swiss Alps. So it would have been this whole, like, that's a twist.
That's a twist.
Will, what? This whole time, my lover, Will? Oh!
I've been played for a fool.
But sure, yeah, Cecile's fine.
I guess that's cool. Song or movie pairing?
I put I Love You, But I Love Me More by Marina, just because it reminded me of Ellen and Will. And in different parts of the book, either one of them could be the one singing the song "I Love You, But I Love Me." They seem toxic and not good for each other, and like they're not gonna last. So this moving in is gonna blow up in their face. But yeah, they needed to break up. Damn,
probably. Yeah. I know I've picked this song before, but
that's okay.
It's gonna be my winter chills song. "Timeless Winter" into eternity. It's perfect.
Damn, yeah, nailed it.
It didn't end. It was all snow. Yeah. Oh, we can't get there. Looks like another avalanche is coming. How do you just know an avalanche is coming? I guess they do, but
also, how did a hotel get placed in an avalanche path?
Why was the sanitarium ever there?
I don't know. Why is there a random man on the fucking trolley that's just, I'm going to stalk these people?
The funicular? I don't know that word.
Some funny stuff happening on the funicular.
Funicular. God damn it. Isn't it like a, oh fuck, what are they called? Here. The snow lift. It starts with a G, doesn't it?
Gondola?
Gondola.
No. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're called gondolas.
Gondolas.
That's a much easier word than funicular.
Just go on the thing that goes up.
The homunculus.
The zoomy one that goes up there. Yeah. I would just point like, I need up there.
I need a ride, please.
Je n'ai pas how up there.
You have wares, I have coin. Sarah Pearse, our new author here. She grew up in Devon, UK, and studied English literature and creative writing at the University of Warwick, which is a cool name, before completing a postgraduate diploma in broadcast journalism.
Oh, same.
She lived in Switzerland for several years before returning to the UK.
Oh my God, is there a shawarma here?
The Sanatorium, her debut, was an instant New York Times bestseller and was selected as Reese's book club pick. So which came first? Was it a bestseller first and then Reese picked it? Or did Reese pick it and that made it the bestseller?
Ooh, tough call.
Right?
How'd you just... she did some witchcraft then.
Right?
Randomly first book, Reese Witherspoon.
Not even...
Oh, yeah.
You know... And it made it. Like, how did you pull that off?
Witchcraft. And you know what? Claps for you, girl. Damn.
Snaps for you.
Do you know what? It actually makes sense for Reese Witherspoon. It does seem like because I feel like the book club people for Reese would be like moms who have a book club with the gals. This is it was fun to read. Oh, with wine. I was sitting in my chair like, oh my God, Ellen, you fucking idiot.
That does make it a little fun. Yeah. That's true. The Retreat is the second novel. So maybe she's like, I need another vacation. I need a vacation from this vacation. I'm going on a retreat.
Another murder. Oh, no.
Oh, damn it. These follow me.
Will's going to be like, okay, this time we're leave.
Over.
Honestly,
no, I'm leaving you.
It didn't go well in the snow. It's not going to go well here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Someone's head is going to be just cradled in their lap while their skin's like stapled to a wall. And Ellen's going to be like, I don't know. It's too early to say if it's murder. I don't know.
This is the weirdest suicide I've ever seen.
Okay, so what happened here? They slipped on a log.
Oh my God, there's a banana peel. They're right over there.
I know from experience. They'll get you. They'll get you.
Good old banana peel. Whoop. Oh. So she started taking her writing seriously when she was on mat leave from her PR job. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to use writing as a me time thing to decompress. Nice. Living in Switzerland.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. I started that mid-sentence. So she got the idea for this book while living in Switzerland. Okay. Or because she lived in Switzerland and read an article in a Swiss magazine about the history of Sanatoria and what that was inspired the book.
Fascinating.
Sentence. She plans on sticking to writing thrillers in the future. She likes them.
Sure. Do what
you love. Yeah. And she's written some novellas and had them published in things. So like this was the first book, but she's written like small things.
And you got Reese, so you fucking nailed it.
Nailed it.
For our next winter chills, I have picked Near the Bone by Christina Henry. Maddie can't remember a time before she and William lived alone on a mountain together. She must never make him upset. But when Maddie discovers a mutilated body of a fox in the woods, she realizes that they're not alone after all. I mean, you're in the woods, so that could just be another animal. There's something in the woods that wasn't there before. Something that makes strange cries in the night. Something with sharp teeth and claws.
Animals?
Yeah. When three strangers appear on the mountaintop looking for the creature in the woods, Maddie knows their presence will anger William. Terrible things happen when William is angry.
What?
So I hope he's some kind of...
William?
That's the guy that she lives with. She can't imagine a time when she and William weren't alone on the mountain together. And he's got a temper. And
when did this become about William?
It started. Maddie can't remember a time before she and William lived alone on a mountain. And he can't be upset. And there was a fox in the woods that's dead.
Leave him!
He turns green.
Yeah, it's the Hulk.
I hope he's some kind of creature.
He's the creature. I mean, solved it. He's the creature
Sounds,
in the woods.
Or maybe she's the creature.
One of them's the creature. Some shit's going down. Ooh, maybe she's the creature, and that's why he gets so mad when these hunters come because they're trying to kill his fucking wife.
Yeah. And he's just like frustrated at this point. Like the wife's always going out at night.
And she doesn't even remember.
Covered in fucking blood. She kills like 8 people maybe. He's like, God damn it.
Here we are shitting on William, and he's probably the hero of the story.
Or he's a piece of shit.
Or he's a piece of shit.
We're gonna find out.
Stay tuned.
That I picked it because that synopsis made no sense to me when I read it.
That's like, this is it. This is the one.
And it still doesn't sound right reading it. And I'm very excited. Because we read that Need the Street one where what confusing. It said was totally different.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, okay.
Sure.
This sounds fucking weird, so
I'm on
let's
board
go
for
in there.
anything. I'll read it all. Let's do this.
You know what? Her and Ellen would get along.
Yeah.
A fox outside. There's a werewolf.
She would be the balance to Ellen. Ellen would just like sees the murder happen, sees a guy stab someone. Weird.
You know what? Ellen would see the fox and be like, there's a killer out on the loose. Someone stabbed this fox with a knife. And I bet you there's a sandbag somewhere. It all comes together.
This is just like my time at the sanatorium. Oh, Nelly.
Oh.
How fun. Winter chills.
Love it. Shit gets weird in the winter.
It does.
All bets
And with the
are
mulled
off.
wine. That'll be the tagline. All bets are off. Winter chills. Boom.
Oh, shit.
Write that down. Yeah, write it real big.
We should write a movie called Winter Chills.
Yes.
And it's just a series of spooky shit that happens in winter settings.
Oh, like an anthology.
Yeah,
but we're the main characters in all of them.
Okay, patent it. No one can take that idea.
It's ours.
It's claimed here on this day.
On this day. And whenever anything is uttered and put on the internet, it is copywritten.
Yep.
That is copyright
Yep,
law.
and I'll go into court. We'll play this clip and be like, and
Scene.
law can't take it. I said so.
Order,
I claimed it.
Order in the court.
And it is done.
It's legal.
But Netflix, if you want to call us for a deal with this idea,
Winter chills.
give us a call.
With us acting in it.
Yeah.
That's
what sells it.
That's the requirement. Us and Henry Cavill.
Who will be full buff mode for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No reason to be.
We'll just, yeah.
But he should. You need the beef.
I don't know if he knows how to not be beefy.
He seems to enjoy the working out, so go for
that's
it.
The thing.
And you know what? It suits him. Henry Cavill's like skinnier, weird.
It was weird. The Immortals, he's
Yeah,
still kind of
yeah.
ripped, but he's like, when you look at him in The Immortals,
can't believe
next to Man of Steel,
that
it's like,
was skinny.
holy shit, I know.
It really is skinny compared to now. He would walk in here and just like, I can't get in the door. The beef is too much.
How many episodes end with Henry Cavill? Is he going to sue us?
He has to be used to it. He has to be.
Like, there's thirsty tweets and then there's thirsty podcasts.
Oh, I can't imagine. Women lock eyes with him on the street. Look at this.
He stood in Times Square wearing the Superman shirt underneath his Man of Steel poster, and no one recognized him. No one. I think he said one person stopped and
By
said
God,
hi.
the disguise has worked all along.
Yeah. So if anyone had any any thought that Clark Kent wouldn't work, you're fucking wrong, son.
How do you miss Henry? Well, I guess New York.
Yeah.
On the street. I don't
He's
give a
wearing the Superman. He's under his own face.
I would clock like that's a hot man. But
Yeah, and
would
then
my
you'd
brain
know, like, wait
my
a
brain
second.
immediately when I left would be like, shit,
I'd run back.
Henry. Just launch yourself at him.
No, you run, and then when you're in eyesight, you start walking and pretend and like take deep breaths so that it's like I'm not panting. I didn't just run here.
I couldn't talk to him. Which is why all these people know they're safe from me because I physically cannot be in the same room. Not for anything weird. I just cannot function with
It's
that.
hard, yeah.
No. And we've gone way off topic.
Winter chill.
Henry just gets in there.
Every damn time.
Oh, he gets in there.
Da-dum. And that's the mulled wine kicking in.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, folks, for another winter chill.
Good day. Find some sun.
Find it.
Yeah.
Catch it. Put it in your pocket.
Take it.
Never let it fade away.
End.